I have talked about improving your physical looks and improving your finances so much on this channel that it's almost a cliche at this point. There's even one guy, you get one guy really comments, anytime I mention physical looks, the guy counts it like he's in like number 40 something now. So when they even use and mock me. The reason why I talk about improving your finances and your physical looks that much is because those are two of the most important pillars you need to have as a man when it comes to attracting and bagging women. But that notwithstanding, you can have these things well developed. You understand? Money day, you fresh die, everything. And yet, a woman is going to meet you. Initially, she likes you. But as time goes on, she's like, I'm supposed to like this guy. This guy is really attractive. But there's something off. Like, there's just something off about you. In this video, I want to explain 4 of those things that could be off. Either about you, about maybe a guy that you have. So, make sure you watch till the end. Number 1, constantly showcasing your physical looks. Now, like I said previously, your physical looks are very important to women. In as much as so many Nigerian guys think money is everything, money only seems like everything because we are poor in this country. But realistically, a woman who has her shit together, especially in the West, she wants a guy who is really good looking. Also, a guy who has edge. A guy who is disagreeable. All these things are things that factor into a man's attractiveness that are not money, right? But what I'm trying to say is, when you overtly showcase your physical looks, either by posting TikTok selfies online where you're zooming in and out of your face and you're pouting, or if you're a gym bro, for example, excessively posting pictures of your body, is not doing what you think it is doing. I've said it before that male and female nudes will be the same thing. You would often hear women say that they want a man who is very attractive that doesn't know he's attractive. And they say it for so many reasons. Some of those reasons are selfish, but one of the reasons why they say it is because it is feminine. That obsessiveness about your body and your looks and how you look and how you smell and everything is very feminine. The trick is, right, you could be obsessive about how you look and make it seem like you're not, like you don't care about it. That's the trick you can like implement. Do you understand? You're taking your time, you're grooming yourself, your nails, your everything, right? But you don't make it seem like that. You don't make it seem like you're spending that much time on yourself. So whenever you showcase yourself to the world, girls are like, this guy is just effortlessly handsome. Me and you know it's not effortlessly. Do you get? But she shouldn't know. You can't be posting those kind of pictures online as a dude. It's not your half naked pictures is not the equivalent of a woman's half naked pictures. No. Unless your whole brand or page is like maybe you're selling male underwear or you're a trainer, for example. You want to train other dudes. That's cool. You get? But if you're doing it with the end goal in mind as one of securing women or attracting women, you're not. That's not how it's done. Do you get what I'm saying? It's more of a turn off than a turn on for them. It is always going to be way more impressive to women when they see your frame and they assume that you have a good body, and then when you take your shirt off, they find out and they are mind blown. You get? And when it seems like you're overtly into your own self, like physical self-image, it's not attractive, bro. It's feminine, and it's gay. Insecure behavior number 2. Trying to guilt trip her using your WhatsApp status. Now, I am sure that 80% of guys have either done this or know a guy who does this as well. I can love you with all my heart, but I'll never take your disrespect. A woman that cannot listen when I talk to her can never be my woman. No matter how much you sacrifice, it looks like nothing to an ungrateful person. Bro, come on now. Like, I know girls do this sometimes, but you're a dude. Come on. Like, I've told you guys this thing before. It's like there are 2 options when a girl pisses you off. It's either you make it clear what she did and why you don't like it to see if she changes, or if you have already explained to her before and she constantly does the exact same thing, you just ghost. You ghost. You're not angry with her. You're just not dealing again. Do you get what I'm saying? But there should not be that in between where she has pissed you off so much, right? But you don't want to tell her face to face. Because think about the physical representation of what you're doing when you're posting how you feel about your babe on your status instead of telling her face to face. You're creating a barrier now, or should I say a middleman between you and your babe. Because of what? Fear, insecurity, because you're scared of what she'll say. You're scared that she'll get mad. So think of the physical representation. It is you with something that you want to say. Your status as the middleman and then your babe. Come on. How, like, do you know how unattractive it is to girls? Girls would experience this type of thing in a man multiple times. They'll get turned off, right? And they don't know exactly why they are turned off. Like, they know what you're doing, but they don't know what about it is turning them off. It is the cowardice. It is the cowardly behavior that it is that turns these girls off. It's cowardly. It's either you are there and you explain to her that you don't like what she's doing, or you're not there, period. Like, you're like, obviously it's easier said than done. You don't have many options in women. It's hard to leave one, you get. But it's better though, right, that you tell her face to face than you do that WhatsApp status thing, because you know she's going to see it and you know she's going to know that it is directed at her. Bro, come on now. And the worst part about using your WhatsApp status as your middleman is it never ends well, because let's say she sees it, right? She sees what you're saying. She's not dumb. She knows you're referring to her, abi? She can't carry on for mind. Can't they keep malice? Do you understand? Let's say after some days, you have recovered from whatever it is that she did to piss you off. You're now good. You get? You now want to follow her and be talking on a normal day, but now she's pissed off. She's pissed off because she knows what you were doing. You get? And then she's giving you bad energy, and you're like, what did I do now? What did I do? And she ignores. And then she says, I know what you posted on your status was about me. And then you now deny it. What do you mean? It wasn't about you, blah, blah, blah. It's just too much stress. It's too much back and forth. It's too much childish back and forth that you don't want to engage in unless you're 18 or something. Insecure behavior number 3 is listing out everything you have done for her. I got you this, I got you that, and this is how you repay me. Stop watching Nigerian film. Turns her off a lot. It really does. Now, we understand that man to man, when you invest your money like that into a woman and she rips you or she slides you, it's very painful. But like I always say, you can be hot behind her back. You can be hot, but make sure you know say you dey hot. You get? One of the primary reasons why guys do this, one of them is having a scarcity mindset. And you can't just go and tell a man that stop having a scarcity mindset, have an abundance mindset. That's talk. Having an abundance mindset comes with having an abundant reality. Yes, you can fake it. You can fake having an abundance mindset. But deep down, you know you don't get bitches. And if you know that that's the case, eventually you're going to simp for whatever girl comes around. You know it's going to happen. You can only you can't hold it in for so long. We are men. You just can't. So we should be advising guys to improve their situation so they would have an abundant reality. Because if in the last 2-3 years you haven't had any girl around that likes you or that's shown any type of interest or whatever, how then do you advise that kind of guy to have an abundance mindset? His reality is not even abundant. He doesn't have bitches. And you want him to just keep lying to himself. Eventually, he's going to go all in. Eventually, when he sees a girl that's just giving him any green light, he will go all in and he will simp. He will go all in, and then when he has overinvested like this and she flies him, he'll be the guy who is listing out all the things that he has done for her. Something else is when you come out and you rant like that, you're basically begging her to love you. You get? You're saying, look at all the things I gave you. Why can't you love me for these things? And the thing with women is, things like that turn them off. Like, you can't beg your way into a woman's heart. That's exactly why a girl will leave a guy, right? The guy will not complain. He won't cry. He won't mourn. Nothing. He will let her go. And after 1 week, she's complaining that I left him and he didn't even fight for me. She would contact you back like, why did you just let me go? So you never loved me, blah, 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 blah. She's chasing you because she needs your energy. She needs your attention. She needs your energy. And when you 100% withhold it, you're like, you're leaving me. All right, cool. Have a good life. Like, you literally see her 2 weeks later and you high five her and you're like, and you high five her and you walk past her. No bad energy. She's confused as hell. She comes out and she says, why didn't you fight for me? But if you fought for her at that time, she would be more turned off than turned on. If you fought for her while she was leaving you and you're like, why are you leaving me after everything I've done for you? She runs even faster. Insecure behavior number 4 is getting threatened by every guy she talks to. Now, I've said this before on this channel. If you're dating a girl, she can't have a male bestie that she constantly contacts or she meets up with like 2 or 3 times a week. You have to cut that off early. Do you understand? Early. You don't want that to happen because we know how these things play out. But that notwithstanding, she's going to have guys she's talking to. She's a girl, especially when she's not married. She'll have guys she's talking to. She'll have guys that are checking her. It's normal. It's absolutely normal. Now, if it is getting excessive with somebody, you want to cut it short. But you can't constantly be on your toes. Listening to calls she's making, or what's that stuff that guys do where they what's the word? They bug your WhatsApp. I don't know whether it's bugging, but like you connect it with like another device so you can monitor her chats. So much stress. It's so much mental stress. And what you don't know about this thing you're doing is you're unknowingly investing more in this girl. That energy and time you're investing in her, if she can't leave you, you go feel die. You go just die if she just leave you. The best thing to do is, whenever you're getting into a relationship in this modern day and age, just have it at the back of your mind that, and this is for both guys and girls, have it at the back of your mind that I want this relationship to work. I like this person. This person is cool. You get, but sometimes shit just doesn't work out. Something bad might happen and it won't work out. I might be sad, but I will not die. I won't die. I'll move on. It's just part of dating in 2023. If you have that entire monologue playing in your head, you don't go to the reason some kind, especially if you're a guy of means, a guy that can get like other girls, you won't be dying because of every single move she's making. If a move is getting too suspicious, you call her out on it. If it is just a simple conversation with another dude, just day your day, let this shit happen. You get? Because if she's truly fucking with a different guy, it's not even going to be that easy to find out. She don't go just carry and pour on for your face. Sometimes you go to a girl's phone, there's 20 pictures of 20 guys, and none of those guys are the guys she's fucking. You know? So you're just killing yourself for absolutely nothing. At least if you find out after 1 or 2 years of dating the girl that she's doing, that you find out that she's cheating or something, it will be heartbreaking. But if you already had it at the back of your mind that me and her breaking up is not the end of the world, it's just something that happens. You know, it's something that happens. If you have that at the back of your mind, you'll be fine. You'll be better off than a guy who is super invested. He has bugged her phone. You know, he's calling her every day, every evening, every night to know where she is and what she's doing. It's too much effort, bro. It's too much effort. And it makes it very difficult for you to move on to another woman. It's so much effort that you don't need to be putting in. It's just a relationship, guy. It's not like the end of the world. If you want to talk to me one-on-one via WhatsApp video calls or voice calls about your girlfriend, your relationship, about making money as a man, improving your finances and your looks, one-on-one video calls, you need to subscribe for my membership. It is the first link in the description. Subscribe for the membership and you have the entire program to yourself. So click on the first link in the description and thank you for watching. It go be.